There might be some sounds in the background.
4, 3.
What happened?
No.
Page 181.
Wow. No.
You see, I'm not surprised.
Is it still there? That's the important part.
A hold has been declared. We are standing by for more information.
It's only 2 holds, so there's...
Minecraft FTB again.
So, here, maybe we'll get more information. That is...
I guess I'll...
That was such a tease right to the last...
Rico confirmed.
Oh.
Last second there.
I'll start the game. They couldn't launch.
What a... Just...
Let me guess. There's an instantaneous launch window.
Dang it. Hopefully we figured something, hopefully we actually get some information on what it is here soon, so we're not stuck here guessing what's going on. I bet you a bunch of the pad cameras will have...
Flight control aborted at approximately T-minus 7 seconds. Does it abort?
Roger.
When you abort that close to launch, there's probably, yeah, you will not go to space today.
Reset the clock to T4 and holding.
I am ready.
Roger. ALC, reset the countdown clock to T-minus 4 minutes and holding.
Roger.
Okay, so I guess they're going to space, maybe, possibly?
Where you're watching the... Oh yeah, the live feed.
Yeah, I'm just watching
That's
this guy's
super
live
sad.
feed.
Satellite.
So that
Our
means also
biggest
the launch-
rocket, the
launch
Delta...
launch photographers will have a chance.
Or
This is...
Will probably get triggered both of those
Watch
times.
ULA launch a secret satellite. Not that impressive for the
So
NRL.
they'll
Oh
get
boy.
double the opportunities, because this is going to be a double toasty Delta 4 Heavy. I don't know if a Delta 4 Heavy
Countdown
is...
clock has been reset to T-minus 4 and holding.
everyone's effing...
FCS is in pre-flight mode.
Roger.
That's a good thing.
Prop 1, FI, safe RS-68 shutdown and purge configuration as follows. We're active.
Shenanigans.
Okay.
I'm sorry for doing things.
Switch BSS-1 and BSS-2, force to channel 1.
In work.
Basically,
MEQ.
shenanigans happened.
In work.
Blah blah blah.
Of course. I mean, they're launching a rocket. If it's going to go wrong, everything is going to go wrong.
It is still topped off in fuel.
I can join the game now.
LC can report pad is
Like, it's really no surprise that they're having technical difficulties, because it seems that rocket launches in particular are prone to that.
Of course.
They're like magnets.
I did not know either that they could work this late. I've never seen an engine fire. Not the flames engulf, but I haven't even really seen commitment. to the
Oh
engine
my god.
No full blown abort like this. I saw one ULA launch out at Vandenberg in 2014, and it got down to like T-minus 8 minutes or 8 seconds or something, or 15 seconds, and they have a water deluge system that begins to.
Oh freak! I just realized that this obsidian shovel I made is totally useless
sound
now.
suppression and also protect the actual launch
Oh yeah.
structure from the blast of the rocket.
It's like
And
it's
since
broken,
the pad hadn't been
but
used
I
very
need
much,
obsidian to
it was
repair it.
too bad. The pump
Yeah.
And we
That's.
don't really have that right now.
I couldn't make it, but.
Anyway,
Anyway, did you
Wait,
look at
this
this?
is- Oh yeah, sure. I'm gonna see if I can use one of these Thaumcraft obsidian totems.
60. Fuel 1 is nominal.
Ooh. Oh snap!
Or correction.
It's all in there.
Added this door, but I think you probably already
Oh.
saw that.
LCTLE1.
Freaking heck.
Obsidian tile.
Yeah,
we're
I placed it on accident.
Watch out.
Yeah, I'm not trying to break it. Alright.
Also, this thing finally grew.
Oh, here it is. 77.
They're detanking the oxygen in the upper stage.
T minus 4 minutes, but it's not moving down.
All of this is raspberry. Okay, they're all raspberry.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
What I want to do is like move more
I
stuff.
thought there was multiple different berry bushes.
There
And
is, but
I guess the raspberry just consumed them all.
well, I didn't. I only put raspberry down.
Okay.
We hear a little more
Alright.
information here on the actual comms net.
There's a bunch of ores.
They're venting
Dang.
oxygen from the upper stage.
Do you want to move up and see if we can clear more of the tree out?
Just the idea that they're
Also,
detanking
what?
this. They said venting. I don't know if they said detanking.
Well, I mean, we cleared the tree out. We just have to start thinking of things to put in the tree.
There's a bunch of juices here. Is that? Can I
Yeah,
drink?
that's edible. That's basically the better version of the berries.
Right.
Juicing the berries instantly makes them more valuable, so you don't have to like eat 10 million of them.
The upper stage oxygen tank, that is a good thing because that could be not fun. That could be a very, very bad one.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you guys. If it doesn't go off, if it ends up being like a 4-hour-long hold and something, or something that we're still gonna stick around for, I'll make it up by building.
Locks 2.
Go lock 2.
Locks 2, nominal.
Roger. LC locks 1.
I didn't know they could have an hour-long hold. Some of these, they just there's one launch target, and if they miss it, they have to try again the next day because of like orbits and whatnot.
Hawaii, secure hydraulics.
Also, this rocket isn't as fun as like say the Falcon 9.
Problem detected by the terminal countdown sequencer rack. The clock has been reset to T-minus 4 minutes while the team evaluates.
Also, if I go right here,
TNE, verify nose cone purge on.
I added a door.
64 degrees. Verified.
Say is, I'll build one of these in kernel space program quick if we end up having something to wait around for and
He's
another
like-
thing to like, oh, we'll come back in 30 minutes or something. I'll make it up to you guys.
Fispo, LC net 1.
This is Fispo.
Report ready to safe vehicle ordnance.
Ready to safe vehicle ordnance.
Verify Fispo concurrence to safe SDS.
Fispo concurs.
Oh, this is the slime island.
Go ahead.
Slimy
Safe
grass.
and external.
In work.
So that's the flight termination system.
Oh. Yeah.
I think these trees sometimes block drop slime blocks if you hit them.
I don't actually know how large the launch window is. We don't know where this thing's going. We don't know how big the payload is. I don't recall. Maybe they did actually talk about the launch window. Well, let me know if you guys know of the actual launch window here tonight. I don't remember if it's published. It probably would be. That should be known is what their launch window is.
Oh, we got a slimy
Dingo
sapling.
with some very bad
Ooh, that's even better than just a slime
They
block.
were guessing the odds of a failure. I would not bet against ULA. The Delta IV Heavy is 100% successful. It had a partial failure on its very first launch, but it still was overall a success. The ULA's rockets they're like over 100 successful flights in a row now. They are very reliable. I would not. That is a bet I would not bet on. These things are what they lack in show, they make up for in reliability and mission assurance. That's for sure. They've been doing it long enough between the heritage companies of Boeing and Lockheed Martin that they definitely know what they're doing.
FTS. Go FTS. FTS safe and external. Roger.
This is not very exciting right now.
Yeah, I'm just punching trees and stuff.
I'm just scaling this tree while listening to the stream. Listening to the stream while I'm streaming. I wonder if I'll get my VOD muted.
Streamception. It'll only get VOD muted if the guy's a jerk.
MEQ report swing arm system secured.
You'd have to manually mute your VOD.
It's only audio and I'm talking over it though.
Normal.
Yeah.
So
Then it's probably not gonna work.
also I can confirm I grew another tree and it's taller than this one.
Wow.
All personnel proceed to operation 80.
That one has a lot of leaves on it.
LD, LC, net 1.
LDN1.
That one almost goes up to the clouds.
Recommending we proceed into detanking
Detanking.
operations.
So I guess they're going to be doing that 4-hour-long hold.
No space today.
So,
Flight control.
so they don't have a particular target? Or like a planetary target?
There is a chance it might not be done tonight. I'm not giving up yet. Because they haven't called a full blown they should tell us.
What is all these mobs?
No idea. I know it's night though, I'm trying to get to the
They
bed.
have enough prop margins to do a full tank on these.
Cool.
Well, now I'm gonna look something up really quick. Slimy sapling. I need to make sure it grows on regular grass. Because I'm just gonna plant it.
Option 910 terminated and flags reset.
Grown on
Not giving
any
up. They
dirt.
should tell us
Okay.
They're giving up.
There's like slime dirt.
Go ahead.
And so I was trying to make sure that it didn't require that. Freak. I saw that skeleton
monitor
head that
stop.
we have down there,
Roger.
and I like had a mini heart attack. Freak.
ALC, adjust clock to T plus 5 minutes and start plus count. Roger.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Has gas LC. Go ahead LC. Proceed with CBC loading has gas scan pattern 305. Roger.
There's a bunch of crazy stuff. Also, did you see the...
This is Delta Mission
Oh
Control.
yeah, I see
It
the
has
other
been
one.
confirmed that we will not continue with Delta 4 NROL 71 launch
And
activities
and
tonight,
another one.
and a new launch date has not been
Let's see
identified.
which one's
For the most
taller.
up-to-date information, please visit ulalaunch.com. Follow us at ULA Launch or
Can't
call
even tell.
1-877 ULA
I
4321.
think the one in between, the
This
one that's
concludes
far
tonight's
away
coverage.
from
I'm Tyler
here,
Strickland. Thank you for
the
joining
new one
us.
that you grew that's far away from here.
Bunch
and the
has
one-
been scrubbed. The only reason I cared is... Oh my god, there's a creeper.
Oh frick, I just fell in a hole.
Hey, it was at the same time, but it wasn't. But there you go. Now I can focus entirely on this, even though I'm not... Damn it, I'm kind of disappointed.
Oh, you explored this little dungeon here?
What done? Where are you?
I'm like way like I'm
I see you.
next to the freaking tree. I'm over next to the dungeon.
Also, I think if you go over here, there's a door. Aurora.
Yeah, hold on. Trying to like sort food in my inventory. Ah, okay. Nice.
Have you ever noticed how full of... Like, FTB grass always has a bunch of crap on it. Like, there's grass.
Yeah, it's like you can't... It looks like what is it? The flower forest
Right.
in regular Minecraft, where it's just got a ton of flowers.
Mhm.
Only this is FTB literally all the time.
Right.
The whole thing is just a flower biome.
And this is just plains, which is a regular biome. Probably the stock biome. Like, this is the kind of equivalent to, like, the alpha. Remember that the alpha versions are all plains like this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm still disappointed. Anyway, what I wanted to do is clean up the tree outside so that we can relocate all our stuff up there, because I feel like even this hill is still it's kind of starting to get like, oh, the tree's vestigial now. It's like, oh, no, you don't use the tree. It's just a burden.
Yeah, I mean, it would help if we had more ender pearls, so we could make actually going up the tree a bit easier.
Right. Well, I'm gonna...
But yeah, like, as soon as we get a power source, I think the tree would instantly become a little bit more navigated through if we put, like, the generators up on one of the higher floors.
Right.
That way we basically have to go through the tree.
Well, this is what I'm gonna do. Also, I got a bunch of sand.
Nice.
Reminds me of that one video. It was an escalator video, oddly enough. Like, it's like some really ancient YouTube video where it was like they were going through all the escalators in this building. I think it was like actually a mall with multiple floors. And they started the top, like they started the bottom floor. It just had these, like, modern, as of 15 years ago, escalators. And then the like, once that stops, you have like a 1930s era escalator.
Where?
That was built with... It had a style to it that was almost Art Deco. And then there was only one of that, and then afterwards there was wooden ones from, I think, the 1920s. That's what it reminds me of. Like, you have these brick stairs, and then you have the cobble stairs, and then you have not even stairs, just haphazard stairs made out of wood blocks that you have to jump to get up. I'm replacing all of these with actual stairs so that you won't have to use your hunger to get up to the higher floors.
Yeah.
It also reminds me of that one place, my house from... I ran out of stairs It's already faster. It's like jumping up blocks is slow. That's why it's useful. Makes me miss my brick generator from the old world. Oh, I'm gonna use these stairs. I don't know why this one's, like, there's just a bunch of brick stairs here for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are. Oh, that's new. Is there anything interesting that happened? I'm still, like, thinking. I worked on the Game Boy code.
Huh.
And the stairs are done.
Nice.
I worked on the Game Boy code, but it was on the Raspberry Pi, so I couldn't just use an emulator. So I spent a lot of time trying to set up the Linux version of the Game Boy compiler, which is like a whole different ballgame in terms of libraries. Okay, it's actually the same compiler, but there's just not like the library. It's like a generic runtime instead of a. It's like what happened? GBDK, the Game Boy C compiler, which that's like not that great, but hey, what are you gonna do? But the problem is I need torches. We do have torches. Oh, the sound of opening chests.
Yeah. The sweet ring of unoiled hinges.
I hate it. I have raspberry bushes on me.
I'm trying to freaking organize crap. I'm trying so hard. Why the frick do I still have this tile? All of this ore comes from me.
Should we build out the top?
We could. We absolutely could. Could put like a little tower with a bunch of windows.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. Kind of like I built a tree house thing in Creative Fund once.
Right.
I think I actually toured it on stream once. I think it was like last Cargarok Day. I did that as filler.
Mm-hmm.
And like I built a ring around the tip of the tree.
Uh-huh.
The ring is like a walking tunnel. It's just like you could see out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was lined with windows along the side. But it was still functional, like, I put, like, bedrooms up there.
I just keep thinking about that video.
With the cease launch?
The other video with the speed running. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, it's gonna be a turning point for the community. Hopefully they don't go insane.
It's like... The problem is that, like, I remember, like, reading a Reddit thread where they were like... Basically, they were like... There was a bunch of people who were saying actions speak louder than words. And then everyone seems to be like... there's a bunch of people who are like, only a Nazi would say that. Not even joking.
Wow. Like, unironically?
Right.
The human race is gonna die of its own stupidity. Because of sheeple not researching anything and simply being reactionists. Freaking think, use your brain, or something other than just blindly following. God dang it.
It's like, if you're gonna do that, then what's even the point of a democracy?
Yeah.
Like...
If everyone's just gonna blindly follow, like, why not just have a dictatorship? Everyone would be happy, you know, and
And the funny thing is...
They'd constantly talk about being oppressed, but they'd also be completely content and have no, like... They have, like, desire to uprise or anything like that.
It makes me think, like, that there is an analogy that I read that was like... Imagine you have two boys fighting. Like a big boy and a small boy. And you go in and break them up and make them shake hands. And then you think about it and it's like, hey, wait a minute. The big boy got more punches in. So you make it so that the big boy has to stand there. Like, the little boy can stand there and... let me sort my thoughts out. The analogy was that the little boy would be allowed to hit the big boy as much as they want, and the big boy just has to stand there and take it. And that's basically the same thing as what they're saying.
Yeah.
Which is that's hypocritical because...
Yeah, no one deserves to be hurt, except for the people who are hurting, and then they deserve to get hurt as well.
Right.
And it's like, I don't think that it works quite like that. Like, maybe no one should be hurt? Just period?
Mm-hmm. That's like what they're...
Like, if you punch a problem... Like, if someone starts a problem... and you say that no one should ever have to deal with this, and then promptly punish the person who did that to that person by doing it to them, you're just, in turn, perpetuating the problem. Because now you're doing the it's... It's like people trying to fight fire with fire.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work. Fire plus fire equals fire. It's... God dang it.
Yeah, and the people who brought that up are like, they only and once again, like, there were people who brought that up and they were like, only a Nazi would say that.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean, by that logic, you know,
I unsubscribed
everyone
from the subreddit.
everyone in this room could be Nazis if you're going by that logic. Because wouldn't a Nazi not want anyone else to know that they're a Nazi, so they don't have to get accused of it? So you being hyper suspicious of this is making me hyper suspicious of you. But
you might as well just
seriously,
like, and what if you don't like someone, right? You just fabricate evidence that they're a Nazi, and
ban,
then
deplatformed, put under like home arrest.
the next step would be thrown in the gulag.
Yeah.
Or just shot in the forehead. That's what the Soviets like to do. Actually, it was in the neck. I'm afraid I'll get banned because YouTube has their own KGB, as it were.
Yeah. YouTube, don't ban. We swear we aren't Nazis. We solemnly swear. But yeah, it's just insanity, and like a lot of it comes from people being completely reactionary and not actually thinking out things before they say them, or before they even think them, really, and then just blindly go by like what other people say and what their gut tells them, and when it's not in like a physical situation, your gut feeling that this person may or may not be a bad person doesn't really apply if you don't have facts to back it up. Like you can't just make I mean, you can, but it's not credible if you just happen to like make an accusatory thing and say like, this person just gives me a bad vibe, so I'm pretty sure that they're like a murderer, and you have no evidence to back up. Like, you could say that, but no one should even like think about believing you because you have no evidence to support that. It's just a random offhand claim that you just made.
I'm currently building this area.
Alright, and I'm currently organizing guests. Holy crap. Are they insane?
Oh, I want to build a bridge over to that other tree.
Oh. You could build like a little platform room, and then afterwards you can like start like building a doorway for a bridge, and do kind of the same thing on the top of that.
I have an idea. I could, what I could do is build a bridge halfway and then make a stairway. Like a little building that has a stairway in it that goes to a higher area. Also, I should, what do you think I should do about this? Because there's a bunch of, I have some bark here.
Hold on, let me look at the stream. You got a nice platform so far.
I know, right? It's all nice. Like, you can put things on it. I think this might be our main living space.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that's good right there, but eventually, when we start like melting sand or something, we should definitely line it with glass.
Oh, that might be like a lower floor.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll build another floor.
Okay.
You know, the thing with ideology like that is, I keep thinking about, like, the French the French Revolution. Like, I was saying, like, I said to myself, it's like, there's two countries, there are two big republics that were formed in the 1780s, 1790s. Only one of which is still around today, and you can probably guess.
Yeah.
The French Republic was ideal. Like say, if you were suspected of being unrevolutionary, you'd get sent to the guillotine.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember in the textbooks they did a lot of that.
It's kind of like, I mean, the Soviet Union did the same thing.
Yeah.
French Republic decayed into a dictatorship faster than you can say dictatorship.
Mm-hmm. Pretty typical. Yeah, like, it seems that societies that basically push for, like, a forbidden way of thinking, like, societies that push the idea of wrong think, where you have an idea that's just wrong, like your ideology is just wrong fundamentally, and that you're not allowed to think that, even though there's no way anyone can really stop you unless they kill you, because free will exists. They haven't figured out how to take that away yet.
And even if you just say it doesn't exist, the only way to, like...
The only way to think about that is the fact that your brain has no actual boundaries. All of them are just, like...
Well, some people say it's like, oh, the universe is deterministic, and, like, the only way to, like, and because of that, free will doesn't exist. It's all predetermined from the beginning. But here's the thing, how do you use that? The only way to use that would be to, like, build a simulation of the universe, which, by default, would have to be bigger than the universe, because simulations are always slower. And and thus it's impossible. So basically, you could say free will doesn't exist, but it doesn't matter either. So basically, it does exist. I mean... So basically, it's irrelevant.
Yeah, really.
basically the idea is, I think the point is, like, places that push wrong think as a thing, don't last very long.
Yeah. Their society tends to collapse pretty fast. And then they go back to, like, a better society, or everyone leaves to go to a better place.
Anyway, I'm building this floor out. I really want to stop talking about politics, because, for one,
Yeah.
it's depressing and kind of dangerous nowadays.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, that just makes you want to think about it more.
Yeah, I hate it. I've gotten stuck in, like, time sinks of just, like, toiling over how, like, sometimes it's, like, optimistic. Like, oh, of course this stuff will get sorted out. Of course it will. And then it's sometimes it's, like, incredibly pessimistic. Like, we're dead. There's no way.
I know that feeling. Guess what? The only thing that I can say is, when it's like that, I don't worry.
Yeah.
Because you can't, like... I guess
Can't
that's
do anything about it.
nihilistic.
Yeah.
But I mean...
Well, I'll be right.
Okay. I'm making the floors 5 blocks tall. I need to get back up to... it's... Okay, here we go. Look
Get
this
back.
area up. This area is probably bigger than the other one. I'm afraid it also will destroy the tree, but we have another tree.
Yeah.
I mean, but also we want to, like... The point of having a treehouse is to live in the tree, not make a house that used to be in a tree.
Yeah. We definitely need a, like, I'm thinking about maybe putting... have, like, one of these floors, be for, like, berry bushes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have a lot of those. Let's see...
I'm destroying a lot of these leaves. Probably too much. I'll have to rebuild some of them. Aurora.
Yeah.
Oh, thank fuck.
I mean, if you have to replace the leaves, then like, I guess you could get some shears and shear some of the other leaves off of one of the other trees.
Maybe I should make it out of, Okay, so it'd be, I'm out of wood. I mean, I'm not really, but I... Damn it. After that, I just, like... This makes me read about, like, the Soviet Union. Which I just, like, read about it. Like, that fun practice at the Soviet secret police about, at least in the 30s, was, like, basically the head of the secret police usually didn't live very long. Because, as soon as they outlive their usefulness, they get arrested and shot.
Whoa. Sounds fun. Very fun and exciting recreational activity for all.
The fun part, though, is that the person who's responsible for their downfall was the person that replaces them.
Wow. So you're... So they rigged the downfall so they can be replaced by the person who rigged the downfall.
Basically, they first get appointed, and then their first task was invariably to execute their predecessor.
Well, it's like, great job. Welcome to the police force. You're the new head of police. Your first task is to execute the head of police.
Not joking, by the way, that actually happened.
Yeah, I believe you. Freaking heck, like, just today, speaking of, communism, just today I watched a review of, Animal Farm.
Right?
Which is the definitive, anti-communist propaganda.
Mm-hmm. Made by the same guy who wrote 1984, I think.
Makes sense. I mean, that's more political fiction.
Funny thing is, he was a Democratic socialist.
Wow.
Like, he was the person who was like, the Soviet Union is terrible, and 1984 is what they'll probably turn into. But it'll probably, you could probably make something that's, like, better than unchecked capitalism.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what he was thinking.
Yeah, you probably can, honestly.
You know, I'm
like, there's gotta be
I'm not gonna say
something.
anything. But yeah.
New ideas happen all the time.
But yeah. What was that review about?
It was, I think it was by some person named Steven Reviews. or Simon Reviews, something like that. It was a name that started with the S.
I have some slime balls.
Okay.
Where did you put these? Oh, they're right here.
I put them. I've been putting them in this chest with the skull over it.
Could you help me? What were you doing anyway?
Sorting chests.
Okay. Okay. Oh, good. Because I kind of wanted to just ask you if you could help me, because punching leaves.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it's dark out.
Wait a minute. It's turning day.
Alright. But yeah, it was just just a review of the movie, pretty standard. It wasn't like focusing on any aspect.
Right.
Other than the fact that it was one of those movies that's not really made for children. But of course, in the UK, where this guy's from, it was treated as a children's movie.
Oh, that's... Wait, what, is a movie?
And he watched it when he was a kid. And of course, like...
That's like scarred for life, that shit.
Yeah, one of many scars for life, because apparently UK kids are pretty used to having all of their hopes, dreams, and desires broken really early on, as well as being faced with a lot of tragic death really early on, in terms of cartoons. Because there's Watership Down, a classic example of a children's movie made for children, that's not actually very child-friendly.
Right.
Okay, where are you?
I'm right here. You just missed the exit.
Oh. Ah, I see.
I've just been punching leaves to make room. I didn't know that they made a movie out of that.
Yeah. It was just like, it's literally just what did they call it, an allegory, where they have something that's meant to represent.
It was an allegory for the Soviet Union.
Yeah, like the entire thing was a pretty blatant, on-the-nose allegory for the Soviet Union. Like you have it. It starts off on a farm. The farmer's not very good. He gets drunk a lot and like doesn't feed the animals. He's very irresponsible. And the animals are tired of it, so they hold a meeting, and they're like, and like it's being controlled, or the animal's president, I guess, right now, or the head of the animals, is this old hog. And he's like, we gotta do something about this. We have to stand up. We shouldn't take this anymore. And he starts talking about like a society on the farm where like no one has to be pushed to do anything. No one will have things taken from them. Just a better society.
Pretty much a blatant... That's communism.
A better society in quotes.
Yeah.
And so he starts pushing for that, and all the animals, of course, are like, yeah, they're all on board. Hold on, let me count how many blocks out this is.
Do you have wood?
I have a redwood bark.
I can hand you some of mine.
Are we going out equal amount on each side?
Yeah, just follow this, I can put a torch right where the center is.
Okay.
And, anyway, yeah, so there's this allegory for communism.
Yeah, pretty on the nose. So all the animals are like, yeah, let's do it. Let's overthrow the farmer. take back the farm. And so, like, they do, and like, as they're cheering, suddenly the old hawk falls over and dies. He's like freaking 3 billion in pig years, I guess.
I'm guessing that's an allegory for Lenin.
I think it might be an allegory for the father of communism, Mr. Marx himself.
Huh.
Because it's like a really old pig, and
Mm-hmm.
he's the one who initially has this idea that the animals all get on board
Right.
because of. So I think it's supposed to be him. And like this sounds like a good idea, and like everyone's sad that he died, but you know we're gonna go through with it anyways. So the second in command pig, to the Marx pig,
Huh.
is a pig named Snowball,
Mm-hmm.
and this is Lenin, I believe. And he leads the charge, and they chase the farmer away, and everything's going really good. They start setting up a new society. Everything's just peachy. Everything's going well. And then the farmers, the other farmers, like the farmer goes to the bar and he tells the other farmers about this. And the farmers are like, this is nuts. We need to take back the farm. So they go back and they try to take back the farm, but the animals have organized a plan for this. They saw this coming. So they chase them away again successfully.
I'm guessing that's the Russian Civil War.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing that happened. And it basically was that.
Yeah. So they try to stop them, but nope, it doesn't work. The animals get the upper hand, and everything's good. Until, however, first they set up new laws and stuff. Like, no animal shall ever have anything taken away from them. Like, the chickens get to keep their eggs. Also, no people with 2 legs, like, no animals with 2 legs. This doesn't count chickens. They count the wings as eggs. So no people, no humans allowed. No one's allowed to go into the farmer's house. That's like a symbol of humans. You know, they live in houses. They sleep in beds. You're not allowed to sleep in beds. You're not allowed to live in houses. None of that. It's forbidden. And so, while all of that's going on and Snowball's like making this all happen, there's this other pig named Napoleon. I can't believe I remember these names, by the way. Typically I don't do that.
Right.
What Napoleon does is, while everyone's distracted with new lawmaking, he sneaks into the farmer's house and he rescues a couple of like little puppy dogs, because their mother had died in the fight between the farmers and the animals. So he rescues them out of the house, and he ends up taking care of them for a while. And so a while passes, and the farm's going pretty good. Everyone's happy with his Snowballs. Still like a leader that everyone's happy with. But
this is done.
Yeah. Alright.
Should we start on the next one?
Sure.
Go down. Let me. What was it? 1. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. So. Okay. I got it. Each floor is 5 blocks tall. Why are they so tall? To make room for it's basically for a dropped ceiling. So you can put things in there and have it hidden away.
Yeah.
I did this on the tower that you probably remember. Anyway, says this guy the Stalin clone?
Napoleon, yeah, he's Stalin. these puppies that he's raising, they grow into dogs, and one night, he lures Snowball out. I guess I can't remember exactly what happens, but he gets Snowball to come with him, and he apparently the dogs have, or the puppies have become dogs, and he sends the dogs out on him. I think what he does is like he tells him that he's not welcome on this farm anymore, and tells him to start running. Or maybe he tricks him into running into the forest, and then the dogs follow after him, and you don't get to see it, but you hear squeals and barks, and he's dead. Snowball's dead. And that's the assassination. And so now, the second in command, Napoleon, is running the scene. He's just like, unfortunately, Snowball has passed. But it's okay because I'm gonna take up reign. Don't worry about it. And like immediately, like no one seems suspicious about this at all. Everyone's just kind of like, oh, that's sad. Okay, sure. And like immediately he starts changing the rules. Like he starts going over the rules again. He's like he gets a bunch of the other pigs who are also like the in charge animals. He now makes it so that pigs are the only ones allowed to be in charge. None of the other animals. Pigs are the smartest animals. So immediately he does that, and then he rewrites the rule for living in the farmer's house. Now only the pigs are allowed to live in the farmer's house, even though before it was no one's allowed to live in the farmer's house. And he rewrites the rule that animals aren't allowed to sleep in beds. He sneakily writes it to animals aren't allowed to sleep with, or animals aren't allowed to sleep in beds with sheets. So, like, the animals see this immediately and they get kind of suspicious. Like, that wasn't there before. I thought it was just beds, period. And that's like the first sign that something might be a little bit up. But the next sign is when he starts freaking saying that all you animals are like, we have enough food and resource for all of you, but some of us are worth, like, we deserve those resources more.
Right.
And
what
so
is it like?
The pigs deserve the resources more than the other animals, because they're the smarter ones. They're the ones in charge, so they get all the special stuff.
Wasn't there a whole thing with I know there was a bit. It was like everyone is equal, but some are more equal than others.
Yeah, that's exactly that. It's like all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. Is, I think, the direct quote from the movie.
I just know about the book.
Yeah. The book's a little bit different than the movie, though. Like, of course, you know, you have when it starts really going downhill.
Right.
And the animals are just outright suffering. They're like dying of exhaustion. And starvation. As the pigs are now dressing up like humans and walking on two legs. Being the exact same people that they like banned from the farm.
Hypocrites.
Now the pigs are imitating the humans. And like all the animals are like like it just sucks. There's like some subplots with a few of the animals. Like there's this horse, that's like a workhorse, and he gets his leg injured, and so he sits out, and they're like, I can't remember what happened about that, but then it really like starts focusing a bit more on the animals when the workhorse, he's still injured, but he's still like he still has to work. He doesn't have any like reparations for that. He's working, and a rock falls on his head and kills him instantly. And that's what pushes the donkey to realize, wait, this is terrible. What are we doing here? And immediately the donkey gets all the animals together and talks about what's going on. And like, I'm going down to get food because I'm dying of hunger. The donkey starts talking to the animals about what's going on and trying to wake them up from this. And they listen to the donkey, and they decide that like we gotta do something about this. And I think not only do the animals start like an uprising, but the farmers also come back. To try and take back. I get kind of fuzzy around the ending of it. But basically what happens is that the animals revolt again, and they successfully revolt, and now they're no longer under control by the pigs. But in the book, apparently, that doesn't happen.
Oh yeah,
book...
if this, like, say if something like that happened in the Soviet Union, the NKVD would have been on their asses like flies on shit.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of names for the secret police. The most famous, obviously, being the KGB.
Yeah.
There's also the MGB.
MGB.
And, there's a few others that I don't remember. It was fucked.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, I see.
But yeah, ultimately, like, the film was actually funded by the, US CIA, believe it or not.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So, it's a tried and true, propaganda film. And I think it pretty much mostly follows the book up until, I mean, it probably, simplifies a lot of the subplots with the animals, since the only subplot, that at least the review covered, was the one about the workhorse that's injured, doesn't get reparations, and then dies.
Right. Hello, would you like to play a mod pack with me? Says Slimy Boy 69. I don't even know when that was. I can't see the time. Like, there's no timer on there. That could have probably been there for 15 minutes and I didn't notice it. Instead, we're just talking about this is Twitch chat. We're just talking about politics while this guy's trying to talk.
Yeah, sorry about that. But, like, in other words, the movie, I think, pretty much covers the book. Only it twists the ending to be positive, so it's like, you know, the typical American way that, you know, you can do anything. Sort of idea, but in the book, it's a lot more bleak. I think they just die.
I wonder how the ending would be, like, say if like, they updated it.
To know?
Like, what would be the example? Like, basically the leader dies, and a bunch of people fight for power, and one of the guys gets shot in the process. And then, they release the clampdown a little bit.
Hmm.
And then, like, there's a bunch of other hardliners who don't like that, so they force him out after a while. And then, there's this other guy who, comes to replace him, and he's a hardliner. And, he goes back to the clampdown, though it's still not as bad as it was under the original. And it just keeps going like that for, like, decades. And eventually, like, the fundamental problems that they keep trying to hide under the rug just keep building up until basically, like, people have had enough of it. You can kind of imagine how it would go in the story.
Yeah.
And then people have had enough of it, and they and also the people, like say the pigs in this case, would be because they didn't let, like, they were so exclusive that they didn't let any new people in.
Hmm.
And so they just slowly kept dying off until near the end, like basically the guy just dies off. Like, the guy who let everything rot dies, and he gets replaced, and then that guy dies in a very short while. And then the other guy, and then the next guy dies, and then a reformer comes in.
Finally.
Which,
For all the cycles.
And,
someone who's actually gonna fix things. Yeah, like, I feel like if they made a sequel to Animal Farm, that's exactly how it would go. It would just follow the history up until, like, finally there's reform of the system.
Yeah, but the problem is that the reform, like, there's just so much problems that they're just, like...
Yeah, there's so much of a single reformer for thing that's been freaking up for years. Like, there's only so
like,
much you can do to fix that.
And people just had enough. They specifically want that gone. So, yeah, so he's, like, good for a little while, and then, like, he reforms it, but it just, like, brings up... Like, basically, you could imagine this character introduces reforms, and it just brings up old issues that everybody's had but not been able to bring up. And, eventually, the whole thing comes crashing down under its own weight.
Yeah.
The book ended after, the book's pretty old. Like, was it, like, 19... I think it might be older than 1984. The book. So this is, like...
Yeah, it's pretty outdated in terms of, like, the history of Russia.
You can, like, just imagine it, like... I don't know, just imagine the characters, like... Basically, Stalin's about to get purgy again after the book, and then, he fucking dies. Allegedly was poisoned by some other guy, but I guess we'll never know. Then Khrushchev comes and tries to reform it a little bit, or they just release the clampdown a little bit, and the hardliners don't like it, and he gets forced out and replaced with Brezhnev, who lets the economy stagnate for decades until he dies, and then a bunch of other people die, and then Gorbachev comes up and tries to actually reform it, and then... But by that point, like, people have had enough.
Mm.
And that's the whole thing. Incidentally, after the Soviet Union ended, like, conditions were so bad that they kind of wanted it back for a little bit.
Yeah, just to like have some sense of stability.
Mm-hmm. I think, what was his name? Boris Yeltsin. They rigged the elections, though, so that they'd win. To be honest, that's probably not the, Oh. Here we go. Anyway, wait a minute. What? Oh, this is new.
Yeah?
Why is there,
Oh, hello, hold on. Mariella Anguiano.
That is some weird stuff that I've never seen before. Like, why does it get bigger there?
Wait. Huh.
I don't know.
I don't
There's
know.
just like a little piece of bark that extended. I guess it might have been a branch that got messed up.
Ripped. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just trying to like build things and also trying to keep my calm.
Yeah.
This tree looks so big. It is.
Yeah. Could you put a torch over here before mob starts spawning? Okay. Yeah, this is a redwood tree. This is modded Minecraft. Feed the Beast specifically.
This
Basically
tree
a
isn't.
super mod.
This tree is like a tiny little speck. I don't like it. It's not big enough.
It's super big for Minecraft trees, typically, but yeah. There could definitely be bigger Minecraft trees, that's for sure.
Funnily enough, this thing goes to the height limit. And it's still not big enough. You'd have to increase the height limit to make a tree that's better.
Yeah.
Like, I want a tree that, like, just I want a tree that makes an entire area look like the night. Has anyone tried to burn it up? There's me and her. But we might accidentally do it if we're not careful with those smelters.
Yeah. Like, for a while, the smelter we had was on, like, the, second, third floor of the tree.
Right. I had to put dirt over it.
So that's like molten metal in a kiln inside of a tree that's made out of wood.
Yep.
But technically speaking, you could probably set one of these on fire, and as long as it rained in the probably week of Minecraft time it would take to burn, like, you could probably get it part of the way burnt.
I was about to say, like, yeah, it might take a well, actually, this kind of looks cool. Like, don't break this.
Oh, okay.
Look at this. I kind of like this.
Oh yeah, it's like a little window.
I'm gonna actually make that how it is. At least I'm not banned. That's good. Watch out about the lightning.
Oh yeah, let's hope the lightning doesn't happen. I mean, typically lightning happens with rain, so if it sets something on fire, it burns out immediately.
Right.
But yeah, definitely wouldn't want to
Wouldn't this be so tall, though, that the top would be, what's 165, like? We could go 100 blocks taller than where we are right now.
Yeah.
That's how, like, insane it is. We're so tall. We're so high up from the ground, but you could go so much higher.
Yeah. It's still built up by ways.
I don't know how I feel right now. I'm kind of anxious. Like, I guess after talking about politics for so long, it's like I'm kind of embarrassed, I guess, to be talking about something so unrelated.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much else you could really talk about in Minecraft. Unless it's about game itself, but nothing interesting has really happened. Just been building this.
I
Come on,
suppose you
have in
could,
mind.
this big tree. There's a thing right here. Oh, it was yours.
Yeah, that was trash I was trying to throw off the side.
There's a bunch of redwood saplings. I could grow a whole bunch of these trees. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
This tree is so big, and you want more?
Yeah.
If you can't have a tree that's bigger than this, you can at least get more of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know, maybe what you could do is, grow a tree, and then grow 4 more trees in the corners.
Yeah. Get like kind of like a pseudo Deku tree. Where it's whiter. Let's see what mod you have in Minecraft. This is a Minecraft launcher called Feed the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
It has preloaded mod packs. So it has like a bunch of different mods in a single pack.
Right.
And you can just start those up and play worlds where it's already modded. And
There's hundreds of mods in this.
yeah,
There's
a ton. We haven't even gotten to all of it.
There's so much mods that I don't even know what all their names are.
Yeah, it's insane.
I know
There's a lot of content.
I know this big tree comes from a mod called Natura.
Yeah.
You can look at it. You can see it from the top. I want to make these walls out of bark. I just destroyed some of the leaves. That's not great. Plant these in a 7x7. It takes days to grow. I love that message. It tries to, like, hype it up.
Yeah, it takes days.
Funny thing is, it's not even true because it's a sapling. It's like any other sapling. It's not supposed to be like that, but that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make another drying rack.
We're just hollowing this out so we can have more living space. Because we're sick of living in caves. Like, for the last couple times, we've had, like, a bunch of stuff at the bottom and then, like, underground caverns for miles of all our stuff. Whereas the tree is just, like, sitting here unused, almost like a tumor that's coming out of our base.
Yeah. So we're trying to, like, make our whole base inside this tree. Or at least as much much of it as we possibly can.
Right.
So we can really get a use out of, like, this cool little space.
For the first time ever.
Because typically we've done this a couple of times. Like, just excavated one of these trees and lived in it. But a lot of times we'd, like, put all of our essential stuff, like our smelters and our other tool stations, we'd put it all in the basement or something.
Yeah.
So we're trying to, like, not do that this time.
There's something... I messed up.
Yeah.
What mod do you have in Minecraft? Well, first of all, I messed up. Basically, I accidentally built this asymmetrically.
Oh. Hmm. The
Gonna have to
chests are
build it
starting to
again.
look a lot more manageable.
It took the entire stream just to organize chests.
Yeah.
That's how unorganized it was.
We actually have space in some of these now. Crazy.
You know what? I'm just going to I'm just gonna build this how it used to be. Even though I like the window, I don't think I can do it the way I wanted and keep it symmetrical. Which is a shame because it was a really nice window.
Yeah.
This should be fine. I say it should be fine, even though... This axe is too good. It just cuts through leaves, even though I want to keep some of the leaves. Here we go. There's some bark. I don't know why some of the branches are made out of bark. Branches are not made out of bark.
Yeah. Freaking branches made entirely out of the skin of tree. Nice, okay. We now have a baked sweet potato. Need to get like dedicated food chest.
Okay. Did I mess up again? Like, 'cause if I, No, it's good. I just... I mean, I guess it makes sense. And I'm out of redwood bark. I'm out of the walls of our... I needed that bark to make the walls, but I don't have any. I could just mine some, but I guess that's what I could do. There's not going to be very much here. I thankfully was able to grab that. Oh, I almost just walked off the side of the... I nearly walked off the side of the tree.
Okay.
And it would have been my own fault.
Wait. So Pam's Harvest has its own oven.
Really?
Yeah, and
What's
it doesn't appear to require power.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't appear to acquire any power, because typically those things have like a little power bar
Mm-hmm.
and like showing how to energize it. And this is just an oven.
I gotta see. Did you make one?
No, I haven't made yet. I'm just looking at the crafting recipe. Just type in Pam, and you get a bunch of stuff and things.
I just accidentally cut a hole in the floor.
Oh.
That's fine because I just fixed
sick.
it.
Oh, a churn. Okay. Or salt. Beer.
I'm not sure if this is very good for the tree. Just cutting the trees. The whole point is it for to be the whole
part of the tree imbued.
Right. But I needed that bark. What am I gonna do without it?
There's some more bark down here.
Well, I have 18 now. That should be, hopefully... You said there's bark down there?
Yeah, we got 50, we have almost 2 stacks.
I just got a piece of bark out of nothing.
Oh.
And then it just disappeared.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on anymore. I got a piece of bark. And then the, like, I got a piece of bark out of nothing. I guess it was invisible and I picked it up. Or maybe it was, like, server lag.
Hmm.
But then I put it down, and then the block disappeared, and then... Like, not only did the log in my inventory disappear, as you'd expect, but the block disappeared, too. And then a little while again, the block reappeared.
It's bizarre.
Anyway, here's this trash. There's this other trash. What does it take to make these, Well, I have a drying rack now.
Nice.
I'm gonna put my sword there. I like how I can just use the drying racks as hangers.
Yeah. Put more of these out. Yeah, but check out the chests. They look so big. We're finally getting to a point where we can, like, start thinking about a place to put them.
Right.
Like,
I guess I might as well just...
crap.
Mystical, like, water artichoke seeds, a dandelion, a leek seed.
Yeah, all the stuff that I threw down is, like, not...
Well, I threw some of it
really
out. I feel like the rest of these might still be useful. We've got over 64 redwood. We could make 64 of these trees.
Nintendo 64. I think I'm gonna put the food chest in the kitchen.
Oh, I remember reading a comment about that video, and it was like, you have that kid, right?
Mm.
But then you have the girl as well, like the person's daughter.
Yeah, who's like just repeatedly saying, "Thank you, Santa."
Mm-hmm.
Repeating it like a cult-like mantra.
But obviously, they're just going along with it.
Mm.
How did you juice these things?
You put the berry and the juicer in the crafting table. One berry or a stick of berries, and the little plate.
So does the juicer have The juicer doesn't have durability,
It's infinite.
so that's useful.
Yeah. Yeah, the Pam's Harvest stuff, like, even the kind of useless, presser that I made, that also requires no power, it is infinitely durable. And if
I gotta
anything,
see this thing.
Yeah, like, let me think. I think grapes work. I'll get a grape out and I'll put it in the presser. And just watch it work. Alright. Grape has been input. It's going up.
Recipes. And you
Now
got
you
grape
get grape
juice. I just have raspberry juice. We could use that
Yeah,
for...
there's-
That seems like it's a bit cheaty, like, really?
Yeah, but like, it's also an easy way to like use some of these berries.
I know, but look at the top of the texture, like it's just repeating the front. Like, clearly this
That's
is not...
glitch, apparently. On the actual Pam wiki, it has the proper top, which has like a hole in it.
Yeah, but do
I
you
don't know
realize
what's
how
wrong with-
sketchy that is?
Yeah.
Like, it runs on its own without any power, and it's glitched on the top. That sounds pretty
Yeah.
sketchy.
Yeah. I mean, I could get rid of it. It doesn't really have too many uses aside from like carbonating water, and that's only if
It's
you
too
really
useful
wanna
to get rid
fancy.
of. But at the same time...
I mean, the juicer does literally pretty much everything this presser does, except for like carbonate water. Like, it actually juices more of the berries than the presser does, because the presser is apparently, I guess this was right, this version was right when this was added in the update, so it doesn't have all of the uses that the Pam's Wiki has listed on it.
So it's clearly like, It's a bit glitched right now.
Yeah, it's a bit rough around the edges. Oh, another thing you can do is like, if I put walnuts in there, it turns the walnuts into cooking oil,
Right?
which can be used to fry stuff in the skillet.
Fry stuff. We also need to go mining for sapphires soon.
Yeah, we need to go mining for a couple of precious stones.
Shouldn't be that hard. Precious stones, right? They're actually not that rare. I mean, it's
Yeah.
literally just, but like, the whole point is so that you can make tools that are as fast as diamond, but last the same amount of time as iron.
Yeah.
It's basically just a time-saving thing. Of course, none of that matters because in FTB, you can't use it independently. Anyway, I was about to be saying if there's going to be skeletons in our floor here. Anyway, I got some bark, and now I'm going to be building this. You think we should start relocating stuff up here?
Yeah, probably. At least just roughly. Like, I'm gonna put the food chest up here. But I'm just putting it in the corner right now since I don't have the final location sorted out.
Right. There is a skeleton right there. But it's out, it's not in our, This is a pretty big room. Yeah, we're gonna have to go down and see what it looks like from the, like seriously, it reminds me of my tower on the other version.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're seeing this, but
Like by the way the floor is laid out, definitely reminds me of that.
at least it looks a bit nicer.
Yeah.
Maybe we could put like fencing up here or something. I don't know. That would look like too much of a. I don't know. Maybe it. As it's going right now, it looks like there's going to be a different style on each floor.
Hmm.
And that's just janky.
I can't even see it from where I'm at. I'm gonna have to go a little bit far away.
Maybe we should start cutting down that other tree for its bark.
Yeah, cut down the small one, like a weird small one.
Maybe I should just grow one and then. Yeah, look at this. It's done now. It looks like a It almost reminds me of a Doom map for some reason.
Or like those circular rooms.
Yeah. Particularly the prototypes. They have a lot of places that look like this.
Yeah. Wide open spaces. The wide open spaces ones after the ones that are like claustrophobic.
Right. Did I make this correctly? No, I did. I'm just... It's fine. Reminds me of a dream I had a while back. I think I mentioned this, but the big mountain with, in the middle of nowhere. It's like a dirt mountain, and then you go inside, and it's like a hospital or something.
Huh.
I guess I didn't mention it because otherwise you'd have recognized it.
Yeah, I don't, unless I'm just not getting it. I think I remember
It was a
mountain
text
with a
file.
hospital. Or wait, maybe one of the things that like you skimmed past, because I think I kind of remember it.
Funny that I skimmed past it then, and I skimmed past it now.
Yeah.
Maybe I can find it.
This, can I make something of this?
I guess I didn't update this. I'll update it. Other stuff. Dreams. Old dream. These are just a bunch of hidden basement dream. Turn it what? These are all 2015. What am I looking at? Text files. Let's see.
Oh snap, we have grilled mushrooms. New food.
Nice. Fake mon names. That one's kind of messed up. I know I wrote this down, I just don't know where. It had elevators and stuff. It almost looked like Half-Life.
Hmm.
4chan pin. Some other stuff. What am I looking at? Funny thing is, I know that I wrote this. Dream 20th. Dream journal. Um. I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
Why is it like I never even wrote it down? Maybe I did? I swear I wrote this down, but it might be on the oh my god. It might be on the Raspberry Pi. I hope that's fine. It kind of looks cool, but it's also very open. Then there's this, which I believe is just a square. Yeah, this is so much smaller than the other one. Yeah. I'm gonna go back down to sleep, and then I'm gonna look at it from the outside.
Alright.
It's funny, yeah, these tiny little rooms, and then you climb up a ladder and you're in this big complex.
Yeah. It's almost surreal. Like, that's not something you'd expect.
I'm also
I'm gonna make a new shovel.
Okay. I also fixed this ladder so that it's more consistent. Make a new shovel. Oh, I see. You're actually gonna...
Yeah. Because that other one I can't actually use anymore.
You should have known that.
Yeah. I kind of figured, but I didn't think about it.
You're right.
It was just like, well, let's make an obsidian shovel. That would last a while. Oh, wait.
I guess you're still in the... I guess it's like... Under in regular Minecraft, it would make sense, because once it's done, it's done.
Yeah. It's like, it doesn't matter, but then it's like, oh yeah, you can reuse things, and now this one's completely dead for right now.
There is a way to make obsidian. And now I'm using this juicer all the time, by the way. There's just no reason to not use it. Just Raspberry Pi... oh my god. Raspberry juice for days.
I was stupid and grabbed 3 ingots.
There's also
Let's
blood.
make an axe head.
Why is there blood in the tank?
I don't know. I guess something spawned in?
Oh,
overhead?
that would suck. Like, they spawned in and fell... They spawned, immediately fell in the lava and died and got converted to blood.
Yeah.
What's this? Oh, it's nothing. You should build more, of those trees. Those bushes, even.
Yeah. We should do it, I think we should put those on, like, one of the floors. A little bush garden, so we have them kind of spread out. And have several different varieties. Nice.
Okay, now what?
Ironmatic. Nice.
Oh.
Combined a ruby shellhead with an iron axe. Now I have a dual
There's gonna be
shovel.
creepers, so be careful.
Yeah.
This big tree that's actually bigger than our tree.
Mm-hmm.
I grew
I'll be right back.
Okay. There's a creeper. This creeper's trying to get me. It's on a mission. Insert Guile's theme here. I can't really see it. I can't see the modifications. Now that I look at it, it is kind of sparse on one side. If you weren't like in the know, you'd probably not even suspect anything about it. What's this? This well. I saw an Enderman on the map. I didn't think to kill it though. Also, did you see this basement? I think it's pretty nice at the wood. Need a wood basement. But right now we're working on an anti-basement. So what we need to do is we should work on the things. I should also build an automated juicer or whatever. An automated
Freaking creeps outside.
An automated juicer would be kind of cool.
Could possibly do that. Not sure how, but destroy the suppressor for anything other than like cooking oil. Let's see, what else can I do with this crap? Celery. Using celery. Don't even know. I'm gonna go outside and explore. Okay.
Such a strange layout for the stairs. It almost reminds me of the Fun for Freedom map.
Yeah.
Just
haphazard almost.
Yeah. I remember going down. Just like racing down that map. Like, how would I say this? Like going up and down trying to build the Rock Palace while just listening to the OTG stream on repeat. The audio only, by the way.
Yeah, I've had a few Minecraft builds that have become like staples of
An era?
whatever YouTube video I've watched.
Right.
Like there was one I think it was Bad Creepypasta,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a Digimon creepypasta about the Digimon Renamon,
Huh.
and it was like Renamon's Revenge, I think was the name of it. Where like literally it's essentially a metapasta because Renamon is taking revenge on like all the people who thinks that they're attractive,
Huh.
even though like it's a Digimon. This isn't freaking DeviantArt. How would Digimon know that if the people in the... I don't even know about the anime. But the idea was that Renamon was taking revenge. It was like an episode of Digimon that the author was watching. And Renamon was fed up from being objectified. Because it's a strong...
Here we go again.
Yeah, because it was a strong, independent Digimon who don't need no trainer. Renamon, by the way, is that furry one. It's that one that's like,
Right.
like, it's kind of like Lucario of Digimon.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. And also your mic's kind of...
Glitched?
Yeah. It's kind of muffled.
That happens every time. I need to get a new mic cable.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't worry about it. Because 99% of the time it works.
Mm-hmm. And then it's just, it doesn't work.
Also, I'm building this bridge that I was talking about.
Oh, yeah, I see you.
It probably looks super ugly. There's just an H in the middle of the ground.
Yeah. Very experimental.
I just want a big building floating.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like it was like I can't remember how the creepypasta went, but they omitted a lot of stuff while they were reading it. Because it was actually too graphic. Like it was one of those creepypasta that thinks that shock factor equals scare.
Mm-hmm.
They had Renamon like mutilate all of the characters with chainsaws. It was incredibly ridiculous, but they actually didn't read some of it because, like, most of the Digimon characters are, like, 10-year-olds.
Right.
So, they just skipped past a lot of it. It was freaking awful. It was a terrible creepypasta. But hence the name of the show, Bad Creepypasta. But yeah, I built a little house in that one single-player creative world. That is just, like, in memory of that.
Is it the same world that you had that sign? You know that sign that was like, I completed Earthbound on X, Y?
No. This is one that exists. I've shown this world on stream. It's the one that has, like, a compass. Little gate building place.
Is it the one that has that one building that you showed is, like, made of iron?
I think maybe. It was like, I played on it on, like, Kargarok Day events before.
Right.
So I think that's the one you're talking about.
It was the one that you played on a snapshot.
No, that's the one that was one that was like I barely built anything on. This is one that's still around.
Well,
like I could actually like I could quit this and go to the house that's like scarred by the memory of bad Renamon creepypasta. Like I could go to that right now.
Scarred, huh?
Yeah. It's not only scarred, but it's like like I just when I think of that house, all the first thing associate it with is that one episode of Bad Creepypasta.
Mm-hmm. This is very scary. In fact, I think this is scarier than the creepypasta.
Yeah, is it getting dark?
No, I'm building. First of all, kind of. Well, I mean, not really. It's a little bit, like a few minutes, but it's. I mean, it's getting there, but I'm building this thing on nothing.
Yeah, you're just over thin air.
Yeah, building a tower on a tower in. Building a tower on top of a floating tower is very scary because if anything happens, like you bump your mouse or some mob magics into thing, you're dead.
Yeah.
They will hit you and you will fly all the way to the ground and you will just jellify and there will be a crater on the ground. Too bad you won't have. Too bad it doesn't make craters from high falls.
Yeah. Like freaking cartoon characters. Wile E. Coyote Fall.
Wasn't the other one with Roadrunner?
Yeah.
Wasn't there like one where he wins?
I'm not sure. I've only ever seen the ones that he loses, which is like
Every
99%
time.
of.
But I swear there's like one where he wins, but it was like a joke.
Yeah, there's probably been, because there's a lot of shows with repetitive, like, villains trying to catch the good guy, but never getting there type shows. And there's a lot of, like, not just Looney Tunes here and there, but, like, Hanna-Barbera, especially, because they, like, freaking reuse stuff. Like, I remember this one show, it was, like, a messer pigeon, and, it was, like, what was it called? It was a messenger pigeon that was basically the Roadrunner, whereas the Wile E. Coyote was Dick Dastardly and the other like bad guy gang.
Right. Also, look at this.
It was.
Look at this thing that I made.
Yeah, it's coming up.
You can probably see it.
Oh yeah. Cause I'm gonna go out and like mine.
I've not seen it from afar either. It probably looks super ugly.
Yeah.
It's just this floating box in the middle of our trees. I should like remove the walls and replace them with fences. Yeah, there's this big ugly box.
It's just a box. Oh wow.
There's this big ugly.
That looks awful.
I'm so sorry for this. I thought it would be cool to have a stairway, but it's
a stairway in midair. I mean, that would give like a weird illusion to like, oh, you're on a platform, but you're not.
Well, that's the thing. I like that. Like, it's a violation of common sense. It's like, why is there a stairway in midair? That's what makes it great. Unfortunately, the aesthetics are horrible. I think I could still make it better. It's just...
Yeah, right now it's pretty bare bones, so it looks really sore thumbish. Like, wow. Alright, I saw a biome, like, way, like, I think it was southeast. The southeast edge of this little area here. I saw what I think is like a mystic forest or something like that.
I'm following you.
So I'm gonna see if I can find that. It's just head southeast from the tree and like past the dungeon.
I
Just
see what way
keep
you're
going.
going.
Yeah. I want to see if I can check that
When you
out.
eat this, when you drink this juice, it's like, do you eat the bottle? Because it makes the chomping sound.
Yeah, they should have like replaced the sound effect because it seems. I mean, maybe the idea is like you make the bottle out of like the organic materials that you don't use in the process. Like you just
I mean, yeah,
like
the bottle comes out of thin air too.
yeah.
It comes out of thin air, and then it goes back into thin air when you eat it.
It's very interesting.
To say the least. Also, if you think you're gonna get away with this just going over there.
I think this is where the thing that I saw is.
It even looks ugly from out here.
Wow.
I also grew another tree over here.
Yeah. Noticed it.
I just wanted to see how big they could get. By the way, the size thread's almost dead.
This must be a different direction. This, I mean, this is a cool little island. Maybe I'm thinking of northwest? No, northwest is that weird forest. Great. It's like just an archipelago out here.
It's called an archipelago, but yeah.
Lots of rubber trees no one can use.
Rubber trees, I do see that. Unless you're talking about the other kind of rubber trees. Like the actually good kind. Okay, so I'm just going southeast like you did. Where are you?
What?
Do you see me on your map?
I'm like way over in. I'm now at southwest. I'm nearing the. Or not nearing, but I'm heading toward the tree again.
Well, what's your coordinates? Just give me some. Just say the general coordinates.
I couldn't find the thing I was looking for.
You're heading towards the tree. You might as well be invisible to me. Like I'm at minus 1100 something and about 400 something.
Oh, I found a coconut tree. This is the same one.
Oh, I see you. I see you. Wow, you're in the southwest.
Yeah, I went southeast, and then like I came to an island, and that is a huge blueberry bush. But I couldn't find like. Last time I got to the border of like water, on a piece of land that I'm pretty sure was attached to the mainland here.
Right.
And I could see what looked like a really dense like forest biome over like.
You thought it was a mystic forest and it wasn't?
Yeah, I thought it was a mystic forest or like a mystic spring, I think is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't find it again. So I'm gonna like see if I can go a different way or get some more food. Maybe I'll take a torch so I can place it there and find it again. juice some more of these. So I'm gonna plant this slimy sapling somewhere out front. Plant it here. Alright, the sun is setting.
I'll go sleep.
Or it's not setting, but it's like, it's going down.
You only sleep at night. What do my body looks like?
Your mic is like...
Is my
doing-
mic still broken?
It was there for a second. It like, it started making glitch noises.
Eldritch noises?
Glitch noises. Like,
Oh.
it started, where it sounds like highly compressed audio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
it started doing that.
Is that what you sound like sometimes? I remember, like, occasionally you, like, it stops sounding like you and it starts sounding like, well, it sounds like that Vinny corruption. It's like Scooby-Doo or something. I think he showed you.
Yeah, you've linked before.
That's what it sounds like sometimes. Did it sound like that?
Not quite. It wasn't like ear rape, but like, it sounded like I think it was when Velma was talking, and like her voice was there, but it was like glitched. It was right before it turned into the hell sound,
Yeah.
like the ear rape with the black screen.
The black
So it's just
screen and some demons, like some demons saying things.
Yeah.
That's what it
It
sounded
was
like.
right before that, like, it was the slightly corrupted audio, not the full...
Are you serious? It's not...
Steady.
I'm tempted to just put like a
You can put a window.
what was it like? It wasn't a knife. It was like a It was like was it like micro?
Micro block.
An iron saw.
Iron, yeah, saw. The saw is what, like, saws the block to become micro blocks.
I'll make one of those right now. First of all, I'm gonna do something.
Alright. And what I'm going to do is try and find that thing again.
First of all, I'm gonna
try
put.
going southwest.
But I wanted to come.
This is, I'll tell you the directions right now, because I'm not gonna be, like, I think this area, like, ends as soon as you get to not
I'm almost
that far
done,
from the
though.
tree. Alright, I'll just stand out here.
Well, it's gonna be nighttime. I'm smelting this glass. I want to make a glass.
Okay.
I want to make a glass pan.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna go there, but I'm gonna, like, mess around in this area. Break some stuff.
Okay. I think there's that big berry bush.
Yeah.
I know you've done a
Wild
lot of
carrots.
things, like, on your own. This time I want to come because, I mean, when do I come?
Yeah. I think this is the right direction, because I remember this area layout.
It's almost done. I also could make that diamond axe right now. It's not even that hard. We have plenty of. It only takes 1 diamond. Don't you need like a diamond? Like you need a cutting board.
I'm not sure actually. Behind the sea tree.
Takes this. Now, does it work? Yeah, it works. And this should be done now. Oh, wow. We just... There's no space in the smelter anymore.
Oh. So we'll have to start using more stuff. Wonder if we could smelt with blood.
I wonder if we could make a blood block.
Yeah. Congealed blood or something. I think that's a thing.
No, this is where I hope this works. Okay, it works. Thankfully, with this, it doesn't take very much. Panels. I don't see you on my map anymore.
I'm harvesting a great wood.
Oh. This is 45 blocks. Like, when is it gonna run out?
Okay.
What happened to that, I guess I won't worry about it. Finally, there's gonna be more space. Well, we're gonna have all the glass we ever wanted. But here's what I wanted to do. Let me put this thing away. I don't know how this is gonna look, but I'm gonna try. Redwood cover. Oh, okay, so apparently you can do that. Look, we now have a window.
Nice.
So you can see what time of day it is.
Freaking great wood, so tough.
I want to come now. That's dodgy.
Wordy. Better not freaking fall off of this.
I'll just get some of these berries and convert them into...
Try, you might want to, like, set it tonight, and then, like...
what did I do?
Like, walk over to where I'm at. Oh.
I guess I'll sleep.
Yeah.
Usually I don't like to cheat like this. but I want to do this.
I'm almost finished harvesting this thing.
Okay, so where even are you? I see you. Wait, no I don't. Where are you anyway?
I'm slightly southwest to the tree.
So far southwest that I can't see you on the map.
It's not that far.
Well, I'm going directly southwest right now.
Alright. You might... Either I'll see you or you see me. I think I got this tree taken care of, finally. I have, like, a whole bajillion
Yeah, I
stacks
see you. But
of this block.
you're not even on my map. Why are you not on my map?
Wait, what? Oh, because I'm shifting, I think.
What's the great wood used for anyway?
I'm not sure. I'm just tired of seeing so many of them.
It says Thumbcraft. So this is going to be used for magic and stuff.
Freaking turned it into pinks.
I mean, I guess I don't know what I expected for a tree called a great wood tree.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a magic tree, like a great Deku tree.
Right next to the trees that make it look like a little thing.
Yeah. Alright,
Also, I got a sapling. That's nice. Can grow a bunch of these. What is that over there? Anyway, where do you want to go?
I think it's over here.
Let's do that.
Like,
It's across the water.
yeah, it's a thing across the water. But like, we could just try walk across the water.
There's this area over here. We can follow the peninsula.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
but
this.
I'm pretty sure there's oh, those are pears.
I wonder if you can juice these too.
There's pear juice. So if there's juice of a fruit, then you can juice it.
Oh, you can't even eat them. You can't eat a pear? Come on.
Wait, what?
It says Pam's Harvest Craft. You can.
It's not letting you eat it?
I'm guessing it won't let you eat the raw pear.
That's weird. You can even eat things like barley and crap. Most of I think there's like 1 or 2 Pam's harvest items I've come across that won't let you eat it, and usually it's like the hazelnuts or something like that. Or it's something you can't really eat unless you cook it.
Oh, there's that, oil. I wonder if we could eventually use it, like...
I think you can harvest it.
Yeah, there's biodiesel.
Biodiesel?
Isn't there also gas that you can use? Like, there's a gas engine that you can use. I kind of want to... Oh, there's another land bridge.
Yeah, I think I remember this. That's why I went this way. I think once we get to the very edge of this this bridge, or this little piece of land here, we should be able to see something on the horizon.
Well, I just marked it down.
Alright.
It's funny how I have all my other... I guess I got rid of all my waypoints from the old maps. That didn't make sense. Anyway, where is this?
I think it's on the horizon.
I lived.
Oh. Wow. Need me to throw down any great wood?
I have some wood on me, actually.
Alright.
Oh,
there's a mine.
There's a... Oh my god, we just hit the jackpot.
We'll mark that, or you already marked it, so we can excavate this later.
It's the mine shaft of accidental... Almost died when finding it jackpotness.
Mm-hmm. It's nuts. So yeah, let me...
I'm gonna just... I'm gonna put a little bit of torches in it so that...
Yeah. I'm gonna go to this little island here and see if I can see what I'm trying to see.
Okay. I'm gonna mark this down.
I'm not seeing it. Come on.
What was it?
Maybe you gotta go further southeast?
I don't... Oh, I see. I need to get out of this first. It won't take
Yeah,
very
just-
long. I knew there would be water. This is gonna destroy all my stuff. I knew that there would be water!
Yeah, it's like right at the edge.
It's not that bad. I fell into an inch of water and that cancelled the fall damage.
Whoa.
That's just like, you know, having like the water stop your fall is one thing. I mean, it's not even like that. I mean, you know the full, like, you know how everyone's like, oh, it's like concrete if you fall for long enough.
Yeah. And Minecraft logic? Nah.
There's
Nah.
watch your step because there's lava.
Oh! Golly. Alright, let's go across, let's not go across that. Let's just walk, like, the edge of this. Because I swear there's a point in the southeast, I think, where you can see something across the way.
The Xenocerus seed, one of the best Minecraft seeds ever.
Yeah, it's like infinite exploration.
Just when you thought...
Just when you thought that it could get any better.
Compared to the Kargarak seed, which is terrible.
And what does it just like spawn in a really crap place?
Well, the
It's
whole world is just generic. Like, there's no overhangs, like, there's no...
No, like, just has no character.
Yeah.
Maybe, I think it might be over here. It's not that forest. It's like...
You said it was to the south.
Yeah, it was south somewhere.
Well, what's this area? There's a berry bush.
I thought I just saw something on the horizon. What's that?
Yeah.
That is a taiga. Dang it. Was it freaking southwest?
Was it southwest or southeast?
Yeah, like I'm gonna head southwest because
We're both said
I think
southwest.
I might have gotten mixed in my directions again.
That cow doesn't know. We should keep some of these for breeding.
Yeah, there's like, little horses and like a few other things near our base.
We need a breeding floor.
Yeah.
Maybe in the other tree because
Yeah. Do we really want to like try and push cows like upstairs?
isn't there a portal gun?
Yeah, if we made a portal gun, then it'd probably be easy peasy. You just put a portal under the cow and teleport it into the room.
Plutonium. It doesn't take that long to make those things. Why does it need why do you need a miniature black hole anyway? It just was an ender pearl normally.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
you can
gonna-
already make elevators with that stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna head back to the house, and then I'm gonna
Sleep in a bed.
sleep, and then immediately head southwest. Because I swear, I saw this on the border of this little area, somewhere along it.
Well, can you
And it
sleep in
looked
the
really
bed pretty fast?
interesting. Yeah, I don't remember taking a long walk. I was just screwing around. And I happened to cross it. I should have marked it, but I didn't think of that.
Guess I'll mine this sand. That's what I did after you left last time. I just...
Yeah, I noticed the sand in the chest down there.
And that's why that one sand area is just a pit. You know that one little peninsula? I think it's over there somewhere, over to the southwest. It's just a...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna head southwest.
Hang on, I'm mining the sand.
Wait, where are you?
I'm right here.
Jay.
There's this other sand pit.
Yeah, I see you on the full journey map.
It's almost done. More sand
You
is
need to, like,
useful.
make sleeping bags.
That's true.
We have enough sheep around here to do that.
I think we have enough wool. Didn't I make a sleeping bag anyway?
Yeah, you built, or you wove strings together to make wool. I think last time we made sleeping bags. We had a ton of strings.
Now I'm mining this marble, but marble can be like a doozy. Thankfully it wasn't. I can actually get on with the main thing.
Yeah.
27 new marble. Anyway, where are you now? You're going this way. Wait, you're at the tree.
I'm just standing out, not too far from the tree.
I'm gonna come and put all this stuff in a chest, and then we're gonna make sleeping bags, and then we're gonna go.
Yeah, actually, I'll see if I'll just get started with sleeping bags. Also, yay! The slime tree grew. I'm not gonna mine it right now.
The slime tree, does it have slime as leaves?
Yeah, it has slime as leaves, and its trunk is made out of congealed green slime.
I had to see this. Wait a minute, is there that one? Where are you anyway?
I'm in the tree. It's like right outside of our house is where you can actually
Oh,
see
I was
it
at the
through
other
door.
tree. There's this floating land right here. I don't know why there's a floating land right here. Maybe this is like the Chunk Air City 3.
Yeah.
What is this? This is walnuts. You have to make a cracker for it?
I don't think so. There's some way you can make it edible.
Oh, here
you
it
just
is.
Cook it, but I can't remember.
Right next to the area where that the wither came from. Yeah, slimy leaves and congealed green slime, which works just like the slime blocks in modern Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's funny to think that this is actually before slime blocks. Like, slime blocks is pretty old. But this is like one of the most advanced versions of...
Yeah, like, it's insane.
Like, the whole thing is, In fact, it was kind of all the modded shenanigans which caused Microsoft to happen. Like, everyone was all... Basically, there's this scandal with Bucket, which is the program used to... is like some mod API that was used heavily in this.
Hey.
What?
Oh, didn't pick it up. Sleeping bag. I made one.
Okay.
I think there's enough for another one as well.
Oh, you only need one, don't you?
Yeah, or yeah. So, there you go.
Where? Oh, it's in the crafting bench.
Yeah, and after we find this thing that I've been talking about,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to get off.
I know.
I have way too much I have to do tomorrow.
You still working on that thing?
Yeah. I'm not even, like, close to being finished. I'm not even sure I'll be able to make it, actually. I've probably screwed myself.
I hope so.
Procrastinating.
That would really, like, you'd have to take it again if you failed, right?
Yeah. I don't think we'll fail, but I have this idea of printing this stuff digitally so it looks better.
Uh-huh. Anyway,
Uh,
let's do this.
So I'm drawing stuff digitally, but it kills my hand. I didn't even finish all the, like, the enemies that I was trying to draw, and I still have, like,
What are all the
8
enemies?
more. They're enemies for, this, like, dungeon delver card game.
But what are they?
There's a goblin enemy called a hoglin. It's like a pig goblin.
Mm-hmm.
There's a skull cobra. It's like a skeleton cobra.
Anyway, where are you going? You know better.
This way.
Okay.
There's a dragon enemy called a dragoling.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a small dragon with, like, a horn that's broken.
Right.
There's
What?
Hold on. I forgot.
You
What
forgot?
else was there? Yeah, I forgot. I forgot what it's called. It's
Did
like
you make a bird
um,
enemy?
Yeah, there's a bird enemy. Oh, Hercubee. It's a Hercules beetle bee hybrid creature.
Mm-hmm.
And a slime called a gloop. It's just like this little slime with a 3 face.
Right. Huh.
Looks way too adorable. It's not here. We need to go a bit more west.
Oh, I forgot I grew this tree.
There it is! I see it!
Oh, it's this place? This weird...
Yeah, that's exactly what I remember. I was going the exact wrong way.
well, shit, I didn't know this is so interesting. Let's go there.
Yeah, this is what I've been looking for. Yes.
It's right outside the tree.
Yeah. And it looks really neat. There's a bunch of, like, trees and stuff. I mean, this solves all our wood problems.
Our wood problems that...
Yeah, like, I mean, we don't really have any, it's just that all the wood that we have right now, like, the majority of it we can't even make use of, since it's redwood.
Yeah, what do you think I should do once you're off? Because I'll probably play for a little bit. Not too long, but...
I'd say maybe, like, start thinking about where we can kind of put some of our chests.
Okay.
Like, think about a chest floor.
Okay. Watch your step when coming up here.
Yeah.
Also, this is a rainforest.
A rainforest.
With oak wood. What's this beetle flower? It's a pink daffodil.
Huh.
I guess by going oh, this version of the game has this mechanic where the more south you go, the more cold it gets.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's maybe backwards. Like, in order to get to the snowy regions, you have to go way north.
Yeah, like Vanilla has that too.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least now it does.
Are you still trying to get up?
Yeah.
And here I am just like
Yeah. Alright, let's see here.
parkouring. I guess I'm too used to this. What's this? This pomegranate that you can't even right-click to harvest. Pam's Harvest Craft. I mean, maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's like, what's this? It's just dirt, but there's nothing. It's just dirt with a little a weed on it.
Dirt with a weed on it. I'm trying to get over there. Having a hard time navigating this crap. Pistachio, can't harvest it yet.
A birch leaf. There's something. This is really steep. Watch your step. Wow, there's a bunch of saplings right here for some reason. Also,
it's already
there's
getting dark? Dang.
It was getting dark.
Yeah. It gets dark, use the sleeping bag so we don't get killed. Okay, I think I'm up to where you are.
Oh, what's this cave? This seed really likes its land bridges.
Yeah, whoa, that looks cool.
Can make that into a house. If we didn't already have a house. I don't know, like... I guess that's the draw of the...
Make a resort house.
I mean, that's what you do, like, if you had creative mode.
Make a vacation house from your own house.
If you have creative, like, if you have enough resources, you just make houses, even if they don't serve anything.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean,
there's
creative mode's like, the only thing I did was build structures.
Oh!
I could build...
I just broke into a cave.
Oh, wow.
Watch your step.
Freaking...
I just wanted some of the mud. Can't you make things out of mud, like...
I think you can. If I recall, it's like...
Anyway, let's keep going. It's a really nice biome, even if it's a bit gloomy.
Yeah. Bayou.
As these willow woods.
Yeah, they look nice.
With the, there's a floating one.
Yeah, the trees in this mod have a tendency to, like, spawn directly over water, so they just float.
These pigs.
What kind of tree is this? This is like a jungle tree. It's a lemon. Harvest.
A Norwegian flag.
Huh.
I'm reminded of that Vinny, like, it was Joel.
Norwegia.
It was like he's playing Shadow President. He's like he nuked Norway.
Wow.
I think he's like, yeah, he nuked Norway, and then he promptly got assassinated.
I can't believe he got that far if he got assassinated directly afterward. They had enough sense to assassinate him, but they didn't have enough sense to stop them while they still did.
Well, he used up every nuke that he had. And everyone did calculations afterward. He's like, oh wow, there's this cave.
It's got nice lady glitches.
Yeah, everyone's did these calculations. He's like, if you did that in real life, you'd have destroyed the world.
Yeah.
Even without the shenanigans. This is a really nice biome.
Yeah, it's really
Immediate-
densely packed with stuff. And then there's a dense forest.
Yeah,
And
with
it's
a
got mobs in it. Great. Let's not.
bunch of mobs, thankfully.
Yeah, I'm going to this area. This looks a lot less awful. It has purple leaves.
Purple leaves.
What is this?
Blackberry bush.
Jacaranda leaves.
Sounds like a I don't know.
Bunch of crap on me.
Saccharine leaves. I wonder if the J is pronounced like a Y or something else.
Probably Jacaranda. Sounds for it.
It sounds nicer than Jacaranda.
Yeah. Sounds kind of obtuse.
There's a bunch of... There's just a bunch of seeds on the ground that I'm picking up. What's that right there? There's this statue in the distance.
Statue? Hold on. I'm running.
You can see me, right?
Yeah, I can still see you, but you're at the edge of my map.
I'm not even that far. I just picked up a potato seed for no reason. What is right here? There's some weird crap going on. There's a bunch of horses. Including...
we don't have a...
Press L shift to dismount.
Yeah, we need to find or make a saddle so we can utilize these horses for travel.
Yeah, there's like a weird base up here, I think.
Whoa.
Thankfully I got this sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Here's another great wood. This is pine. This
Pine.
is I like pine trees.
Whoa. It's a nice looking biome. Sky is cool.
Here's another cave. In fact, there's trees in the cave.
Wow. Like a bunch of zombies. I'm over the top of it. I'm kind of... Whoa, is that a volcano?
It is. Looks like...
It looks like an epic volcano.
I gotta see this now.
An actually good one.
This...
The cave is like cutting off.
This is a pretty insane... Oh,
yeah, this seed is nuts. It's an emotional roller coaster.
An emotional roller coaster seed for an emotional roller coaster fake man. Look at this, it's like a base right here. In fact, it's your It's your anti-Enderman base.
Yeah. Like, this whole mountain here is really crazy. I'm gonna climb this volcano, and I'll just stick around here until,
Here's like
you find it.
a little Enderman that's less than a block tall.
Oh, those are the little Ender friend things. You can actually, make them your ally if you have the right stuff. Yeah. You can tame them, basically.
This is why I play Minecraft. When these people are like, oh, Minecraft is babby game. It's like, you don't know. You see, back then, if this is 5 years ago, you would have been playing Minecraft, and now you're saying it's a babby game.
Yeah, talk about hypocritical.
I'm climbing it too. It's like a race to see who can get to the top, even though I pretty much already know you're gonna win.
Maybe not. I kind of suck at climbing this stuff today.
I remember I found a volcano in my other map, and I just used a portal gun to get to the top.
Easy mode.
And then I found this tree dungeon. I found this tree dungeon that was, like, it was in the middle of the night. I had not much hearts. And, I used my portal gun to clear out all the enemies.
Portal guns sound broken. We should totally make one.
Like, I used the portal gun to, teleport all the enemies out, and then I teleported them into lava. Because there was a volcano like this on that. Also, I'm on the top. I don't even know where you are, except
I'm towering up. I picked a really bad side to tackle this side.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong side.
But I'm basically up here, because if I step on one of these, I don't want to, like, accidentally get on fire. But yeah, this is the right kind of volcano. This is what those sad volcanoes should be. Dang, I can see a lot.
This is super dangerous, like, right now.
Yeah. I'm mining back down.
You have no idea how nerve-wracking this is. Yeah, I'm gonna go... Climbing over lava where any slip is certain death, that's not great.
Yeah.
Anyway, where was I trying to go? I think this is the area I was getting to with that weird...
Yeah?
Did you see the other side of this mountain?
No I did not. But I'm trying to get over there.
You might want to.
Alright. Go around this.
Also, I'm on the other side of this volcano now.
Yeah, I'm getting over there.
It's not even that hard to scale. At least not this anyway.
Oh, alright, I see you.
Like, if you can just climb up this hill right here,
Mm-hmm.
I'll make it easier.
Just having a tough time. Like, I don't have the patience to, like, try and find the right way around. So I'm just, like, feeling my way around, like, breaking stuff.
Here it comes.
It's, like, toppled over. What the? It's like a lava flow.
Look over here.
Hmm?
Over here. Behind you.
Whoa. It's like a... one of those really fancy things.
Oh. You really want to watch your step with that one.
Yeah. Jade Cliffs is what this biome is called.
There's overhangs. It's overhangception.
There's overhangs on the overhangs. Holy crap. Let's see if I can kind of get up here.
This almost...
Wowie.
This is like...
I think this is one of those biomes that I read about they took out for whatever reason.
They took this out?
Yeah.
Maybe because it's like once you find it, it's like it's so cool that you won't want to live in any other place.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lava fall.
Oh.
if you follow this area right here. I can't even see you.
Alright, I see the level. I'm on a ledge up here.
Okay. You're probably over me.
No, I'm right behind you.
Well, you're... Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and there's that. Wow, that's cool.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think to look up.
Should build a house on here. And just abandon the old base. For at least for the time being.
Overhangs and overhangs. Not even joking now. I just fell. It's not even that hard to get back. If you go right here, you can... If you come...
There's like a...
What?
Yeah. There's... I think if you go up there and like...
What, are you looking up here?
Yeah.
Here's more
looks like-
overhangs.
Good grief. This is nuts.
This doesn't even look natural anymore.
Yeah, it's like... I don't even know what to call this. Anomalous biome. Needs entry in the SCP wiki.
This is, I mean... There's trees in the overhangs. I can't even make this up anymore.
This reminds me of like the Farlands extremely.
Watch your step.
Dang, I want to get on top of that.
Oh,
Wow, it looks like even the Great Woods are like tall in this.
even the Great Woods are tall.
Yeah, because there's like a long Great Wood that's not as squat as they typically are.
I can't even... This place is so hectic. I swear this thing... There's water under here now.
Okay, I think I'm kind of on top of this.
I found a underground... I just found a lake in the middle
Found
of
an
all this.
obsidian totem.
I think this is...
Frick.
This
If
is...
I fall, I'm gonna die, so I'm not gonna do that.
This is probably worth more than that forest that you were trying to find.
Yeah, I was trying to find that jungle biome we walked through to get here.
I don't see you anymore.
I'm on top of it.
Well,
Only it's like super treacherous. There's like a sharp cliff.
well, I see you now.
There's a hole
You're coming.
down into the cave.
Finally, I see you. Yeah, watch your step.
Yeah, this is
You might...
super not friendly territory. And it doesn't help that I'm lagging.
It can't handle the awesomeness. Anyway, I'm gonna come over here because it looks like there's even more stuff over here. There's a totem, an obsidian totem. Here's a floating island.
Floating?
Like one of those jelly islands or whatever.
Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, there it is. There's another one off in the distance too.
You found another one?
Yeah, there's like that one, and then on the horizon, like way off on the horizon, a shadow of another one.
I found a desert.
Whoa, I wanna go. Walk through this area.
You can see me, right?
Yeah, I can see you. I'm getting over there. The tree. Ooh.
And there's there's the other island. I wonder if I go this way, it'll be more. Did you make a waypoint?
No.
I'm stuck in quicksand.
I got it. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, this stuff sucks.
They
Don't step on it.
make great mob traps though. I remember having a dream. Wasn't about this, but it reminded me of the
There's an obelisk here. Obelisks are bad news. At least there's no guards around it.
I want to go. Oh, look at this. There's a third floating island
Yeah.
on an overhang, of course.
Gonna have to warp back to our house. It'll take so long to get back.
Build a new house.
It's like 117 right now.
117. Right.
I didn't expect it to take this long. This is entertaining.
But it's so good. I mean, wait, there's a monster spawner.
What?
But what monster is it?
Pig?
It says it's a cave spider spawner.
Oh god.
Light up all the areas around it.
Also, it's getting dark. So... Could you use the
Actually, yes.
sleeping bag? Or mobs start destroying?
Especially me, so it's sitting right next to this death machine.
Yeah. Oh, and here's... What is this, a savannah?
This mob spawner would be useful, but it's... The chest is blocking it. Wait a minute. There's a savannah here.
This is, scrubland. Haven't heard that word in a while. Scrub. That used to be the new of, like, 2014.
The new
15.
insult.
Yeah.
But it's like
People
a half
would call
insult.
you a scrub. Yeah. People would call you a scrub instead of a noob.
Mm-hmm.
Or other insults. And now it just transitions to a savannah.
This is the old school. This is now this is nostalgic right here. You remember the house that was like right here?
Yeah.
It was the one. In fact, that was the one with the basement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're gonna beat that epic overhangception.
Nah. Like, this is all neat, but I'm not sure anything can come close to the Jade... What was it? Jade Highlands? Jade Cliffs?
Well, this is pretty cool.
Nice waterfall.
Yeah, but look how it surrounds everything.
Yeah.
This is like a meadow almost. prime fucking territory for building a shrine.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try and go up.
I just made a waypoint because it's great. This is probably one of the best Minecraft features I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is really scenic. Like, insanely scenic.
I mean, I love how the hill goes around that one area. It's like, it just screams, build something in me.
Yeah, build something significant.
It's even got the trees that look like, I don't know.
Flat trees. What the?
One of the...
Then, normal plains.
I'd say that this is better than the Liam seed. The Liam seed, it sounds like bullshit. It's one of the best Minecraft seeds ever made.
Yeah, that's the one that, Over the Gun played on for his Minecraft, like, series.
Yeah, and that's because that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the best Minecraft seeds ever. Xenosura, or at least the base 10 version of Xenosura, is an even better seed, at least in this. Here's a fount, like a water spout.
Yeah. Some sort.
Oh, here's
There's
a
a guard tower.
removable disc is inserted. What?
What? Found a CD?
Give me
Let's see if I can bridge this. I'm gonna try and infiltrate this guard tower. Egg. Hello, guards.
I hope okay, so basically my external hard drives decided to disconnect. What is this area? An action is required to do stuff. There's this lush desert.
Lush desert.
With a bunch of really tall trees over here. On an overhang, of course.
Yeah. Making my way over there. Oh, wow. That looks cool. Like a oasis desert.
Like, I'd say that this is better than... I mean, there's legendary seeds. There's a floating island, and it's a big floating island.
What direction are you heading in? Northwest?
I'm at minus 3,000... Oh, you can see me now. Possibly.
Not quite yet.
You see that
Kinda.
tip? You might not be able to see it, but, I'm... northeast. I'm northwest from you.
Okay. Okay, I can finally see the edge of you on that. It's a really weird desert. It's like, I guess in place of red sand, it has hardened clay. Does red sand did exist at this point?
Red sand, yeah, red sand existed.
Ah, okay. Oh, was it 1.6 that added the Mesa, right? Which came with red sand.
I think
And
the
they
Mesa
added a
was added
standalone.
in. 1.6 had the old world generator.
Or maybe it was 1.7.
Which is what this is. What? Oh.
Another.
This spider
unit.
does not know what to do.
More clueless spiders.
He's like, do I want to attack him or be friends with him?
Oh, it's Kate.
Oh, you're right next to me. Yeah, we're quite a bit away from our house.
Yeah, well, we should probably teleport. Because...
Dead Forest is 2,000 blocks away.
Yeah. That does not.
You might as
sound
well
like
just
a
keep going.
Distance.
For
Yeah,
a few
might as
more
well just
minutes.
keep going farther. Like it's almost 1:30. I think we'll get off like around then.
Right.
So for the next couple of minutes, let's just keep.
Look
heading.
at all this overhangs. These like 1 block overhangs. And there's like a savanna in a it's a savanna in a what looks like it's like a water savanna.
Water savanna.
Here's more
there's
glitch.
a whole. What the frick? Who planned this village? Look at that house. What the heck happened? Oh my god.
That is required visiting. What happened here?
I don't know. It's just a normal house. They got the building plans messed up, I guess. They're like, build it. What is that? Height? Width? Let's just make it height. Build it 3 bajillion heights.
I want to look at the other side. Usually what happens with these is that they spawn on a mountain.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, I know what happened.
Also, it's getting dark-ish.
I want to, the only way we're ever going to get in this thing is if I tunnel up it. There's even a street light up here. I don't know what that I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like a lamp on a post.
Oh yeah.
So like part of this village just generated way high.
When you use the sleeping bag, you just like disappear.
Huh. What is that? Is that a... No, it's not. It's just more insanity as usual. It's like the farther you go...
This is a massive freaking village. Wow.
Oh my god.
There's a stencil house, I think. I have to check that out.
Usually a village this big would have a wall.
Yeah. I guess sometimes they spawn without the walls? Oh shit.
Well, I guess that's you.
How to teleport to you.
I'll teleport you.
Alright.
Just watch your step, because...
Oh frick, someone Someone wrote in the chat.
Hello,
but
and
I guess
remember,
they're
kids, if
gone.
someone...
Say thank you because they're damn expensive.
Well...
Sorry about that, we're preoccupied with not watching the chat.
Oh my
They're
god.
just standing in their freaking sink. They have a chest. Hey, break this cauldron. There's a chest under it.
Yeah, but he's standing on it. And he can open it anyway.
Ah, okay. Oh.
This is...
Bread, glass bottle, clay, apple. I'll get the glass bottles.
There wasn't even anything wrong with it. It's like, if you look right here, there's a village, like, there's a thing. Like, there's a floating island.
Yeah. So I guess the floating island, like, tricked the game into building it like this?
Also, yeah, here's your grave.
Yeah, hold on. Nice. I'm gonna break it. That's a lot of stuff. I think I got all of it, though.
You think this should be the end?
Yeah.
Because this is a nice, like... I mean, it's a village, it's a nice, like...
Stop it. Oh, they even have a golem.
A
I'm
golem?
gonna... Yeah. Cause there's so many villagers in this one area.
Oh, here's even
golems will spawn.
Mhm.
There's even a little, tower that probably has armor in it.
Dirt. Here's a, I'm gonna mine these, and then you can leave. What are they shooting at?
Probably a zombie or an enemy of sorts.
I just heard the sound of an arrow hitting something. But there's no mobs around.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking then.
They don't do target practice, so... Maybe they were fighting each other like that one time?
Yeah.
Usually when you go on big adventures like this, our tools don't last very long.
Yeah, it's a good thing that we put like reinforcements on it beforehand then. 'Cause reinforcements just make it last way longer.
Mm. Also, here's gonna be a some gold. There's some mushrooms in this fortress. Oh, it's pretty good too.
There's like a horrible massive cave on the north tip of the village.
I want to see this. Wait, you mean a...
Like it's just like a hole. Like it looks like an overhang that generated in a way that just made it turn into a cave. But yeah.
I want to see
And
this.
there's a house partially embedded into it.
There's...
It's like being eaten alive.
Okay, where is this?
It's there. Right there.
What's horrible about it?
It's just like a darkness right next to a house.
There's a villager in it.
In the cave?
Yeah. It's even got a bunch of flowers and stuff.
Whoa.
Okay, barley, but... And leaves. It's like they use it as storage.
Yeah, just a storage hole. Maybe that's just like that one person's house. They just live in a cave.
Yeah.
They don't have
Literally
enough room
a
for all these
caveman.
villagers. Well, that's a neat village.
And one
Also,
of the...
there is a house on top of that slime island? There is like a wooden structure.
Oh my god.
I don't know if that's a village house or if
It's
that's
certainly a village house. It's made out of wood.
Yeah, so...
I'm going over there.
Yeah.
You can even see our stairway. You can see the stairway that I'm gonna use.
Yeah, try bricking up from the top of that one house.
Right.
That's tall.
Breaking up.
Or blocking up, whatever the term is.
You can say what you want. Oh, there's a golem. This is one of the biggest villages I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This is the most, like, insert thing here. Their door opens to nothing. You open that door, take a fall, and then take a fall into the drink.
Yeah. It's an interesting
Architecture.
layout.
I'm afraid to, like, do this.
I mean, there's a chance it could be something interesting, but I don't know how much of a chance.
Well, the problem is, making a stairway that you can use again. I guess well, good. My headphones have a broken cord, just like my microphone. Just like my microphone, there's a broken cable. So you have to jiggle it around to get both channels.
And in the distance, there appears to be a sacred spring because there is a great Deku tree.
What?
A small one.
Where are you?
I'm kind of to the west of the village.
Oh, so it's not like a giant tree.
I mean, it's giant, but it's not like redwood size.
Well,
It's still pretty small in comparison to redwood.
Well, how big in comparison?
Probably like half of the shortest redwood that we have.
Okay, so it's like a regular, it's like a great wood.
Yeah, it's like two great woods stacked on top of each other.
Okay, you've convinced me to come over there.
Well, it's not that impressive, so you can get finished with your journey to see whatever is on that island.
I hear a villager. You can only sleep at night.
If there's a villager on that island, I am going to be so freaky. Oh my god.
Well, I hear one. And I see gravel. Okay. I just poisoned myself by walking on poison ivy. Too bad this isn't like a Terraria thing where there's like... You better start laughing your ass off because there's a villager here.
Oh my god. Are you freaking serious? So it freaking it spawned raw. That's exactly why that house is all freaking stupid. It's because the island spawned and then the world was like, this is a mountain.
Yep.
And so it placed one of the houses on top.
Not only that, there's like walkways here.
Wow. I was just thinking that, like, oh, maybe that's like a variant of the structure on the Slime Islands. And nope, it's just the village. Because it spawned in
That's what I was expecting it to be.
the stupidest possible place.
There's even purple slime. I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, I think it's just colored.
Also,
I'm not sure if
there's a bunch of poison ivy here.
Bizarre.
Anyway, I'm coming over to you.
Alright, I'm in a house right now. It's spooky outside.
Okay, that happened. I started falling when I went on the bed. But when I came back, I was... Like, when I woke up, it was back to normal. Like, it's like it was a fake fall. Thankfully, it wasn't, like, thankfully the server didn't think that. Anyway, time to go back to, There wasn't even any treasure there.
Yeah, that sucks. I was expecting it to be a little bit better.
I want to go find this tree. This really big tree. There's an Enderman. There's an Enderman! And it's now gone.
There's a villager staring in.
He's teleported onto me. What is even going on anymore? Where's this tree?
Okay. So...
I see something.
You see something? It's probably that tree.
I see it's a biome. I'm in Sprucewood right now. Now I'm in a sacred spring.
Yeah, the sacred spring is where you need to be.
There's a bunch of these trees.
Yeah. This biome is centered around these things. There's one that's like cut off. They don't actually have roots, which is kind of a shame. Like they just end where the dirt begins.
Well, hopefully if I can get some... It says sacred oak wood.
Yeah.
Well, I want to get some saplings. I guess I'll just mine into the tree. Nothing like a redwood.
Yeah. It really does remind me more of a Deku tree.
There's a
than the
floating
redwood
one.
does. Yeah. It like spawned a couple of blocks off of that land.
Where even you're supposed, like... You see... If you were, like, thinking in terms of what would it be like in Minecraft, I'd suspect this is the mod creator's version of a world tree.
Yeah. Like, this is as big as it gets. Not really.
They didn't anticipate their mod being included in a mod with something like that.
Yeah, it's like this... The player's gonna, like, be wowed when they see this. It's gonna be, like, the biggest Minecraft tree they've ever seen.
You're just laughing.
Yeah, it's like not quite.
It's a sacred oak sapling, and it flashes like it's enchanted. I'd say this is definitely supposed to be a world tree.
This is supposed to be an extra special biome because it has giant trees that are extra special. But in reality, it's not too
Like, what is that?
impressive.
It's like the Norse mythology. It's
Yeah,
basically
there's a bird sitting on the branches beneath the tree, and a snake entwined in the roots.
and its name is basically unpronounceable. But it has a name.
Trees. Cinnamon.
Well, we've got 6
This
of
is
these.
I'm gonna mine the cinnamon. It's like an entire tree of cinnamon.
There's so much leaves that when I wave my axe around, it lags.
Yeah.
But hey, I got 16 of these things. Hey, I could make a tree house in this.
Yeah. I mean, it's wide enough, that's for sure.
Ow. Wow, I just there's a bunch of these saplings that I didn't even notice. I've got 24 of these things now.
Well.
Where are you? You're down in there.
Yeah, I'm just wandering off. I probably need to get off,
I know.
actually, because it's
Jungle leaves.
a little bit past. Anything that's got like jungle on it is usually like a fruit tree, it seems.
Yeah, but I got... What happened? I got jungle saplings.
Huh.
So that's gonna be useful. Look at all these big trees.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
One of... I'm sorry. That happened last time.
Freaking mid-sentence again.
Yeah, one of the trees is glitched.
Yeah.
It's a really nice biome, one of my favorites. Also, I'm underneath the big tree.
And then off to the, like, further to the, what is this, west? There's a bayou, and then, like, a plains, I think. And
Look
then
at
some
this
sort of,
biome.
like,
To the
trash
south.
biome. It's got a bunch of, like, crusty trees.
Yeah. You think we should go back
Um,
to the village
yeah.
so that we can make our journey?
Next time.
Yeah, our journey back. I wonder when Retro Kraken will be able to play again.
He didn't say when he'd be back, so... I'm lagging so freaking hard right now. Oh my god.
Some of these don't have fancy textures. It's a tiny lily pad.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of variants of lily pads.
Only few that have textures. I have this fancy texture pack. It makes everything look better.
I just have regular. Just use the regular Minecraft.
I have what is it?
If I had the time, I'd remake that intentionally bad looking texture pack that I made that I unfortunately lost because I forgot to migrate it with the rest of my files. I forgot that it was still in the texture pack folder inside my instance of Minecraft.
Yeah.
The save files, but I forgot the texture pack.
Sounds like something I'd forget. Watch your step, by the way.
Yeah. Dang, there's like a bunch of like holes everywhere.
One of the greatest Minecraft seeds ever. Like,
I wonder what it looks like in vanilla.
that's true. It's probably like, you have to admit the biomes of plenty is probably helping it out a lot.
With all this variety just naturally.
I wonder what this quarried stone is used for.
I'm not sure. It'd just be aesthetic, but
And there's marble
I don't
next
really know.
to it. I should really stop mining this.
It's this house. It's got a counter. Well, I'm gonna be chilling in
It's
this
impulsive.
house.
Like, I gotta get this. It's like... I mean, the quarried stone is actually one of my favorite blocks. It's very marble-like. Get rid of the dirt. Get rid of that one block of cobblestone.
To get food.
Get rid of that string. I guess I could also, like, what even is this quarried stone used for?
Like, I'm assuming it must just be aesthetic. Because, I mean...
It's a part of Railcraft, which is like a... Which is a... It's a
Maybe it's for
minecart
making...
overhaul.
Yeah, maybe it's for making, I don't know, railcraft parts?
By the way, I pretty much have to salute the guy who made this texture pack, because 32 by 32 texture pack for all the things in this mod is insane. There's so much mods that it'd be ridiculous to do it all. But they did it all. Well, most of it anyway.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the back in the days when I would play Minecraft 1. You know the version that we would play, Vinyl Fantasy? That was another version that had a lot of... Like, I think those are the first versions of FTB that was really good. I forget, it wasn't FTB Infinity, it was like... It was either the Direwolf 20-pack or FTB Complete or some. And it was on Minecraft 1.4. And I remember me and Aowen, Legend God, would play that occasionally.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect.
Okay.
Alright.
There's a lot of stone here. I might just sit here mining the stone.
Yeah, it's a lot of quarried stone.
So, should I... I'm gonna have to get rid of some things.
Yeah, if you want.
That's true.
Like, if you think
Get
like
rid of
you
the
can
rotten
use
flesh.
that for, something.
I just want to sit, like, maybe I can make a nice house out of it or something, like a nice room.
Yeah.
You know what we could do? We could make a giant redwood out of like diamonds or something.
Yeah, replace all the wood. Or even like hollow one out and refurbish the inside. Just replace the inside with blocks.
I don't know.
But
Maybe
yeah.
you should, like, because I'm not very good with this, maybe you could think of, like, an amazing Minecraft house that we could do. Because...
I've made a couple different houses. I think the most impressive one is in a now dead world. It was like a birch house it was like using birch and bricks, like the red and white contrast.
Uh-huh.
It had an attic
Something
and a
that's...
porch. Looked nice.
Yeah. Was it uncreative?
It was in creative.
So it wasn't really functional.
Yeah.
That's one of the
I mean,
things
I put functional things in there, but like a stove and stuff, as if someone were actually to use this.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be that, like if you tried to use it, it'd probably be unwieldy.
Yeah. But I can definitely, like, make something that's both functional and aesthetic. I'm pretty sure.
Like say the kitchen. Like, if you put the kitchen too far away from the stoves and the chests, then you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah. You don't want to have to walk back and forth when it's right there. Yeah, but I could probably come up with something.
Yeah, that's gonna be quite the project. Also, I'm out of space in my inventory. I have a bunch of cobblestone, but I might need that cobblestone.
You can just take what you have of this. How many stacks do you have?
A lot. In fact, there's so much that I could just sleep right here and get off.
Right.
So yeah, I'm so sorry for keeping you up an hour longer.
It was interesting, but freak, Minecraft just like it's like the ultimate time sink of anything, of any game ever.
One of the few games that I have fun playing. Usually it's like I play KSP for like 15 minutes and I get bored because it's like, But yeah. I think that's about it. Obviously. So,
Yeah.
In that case, when are you going to come on again?
Sunday, Monday. Probably, Tuesday.
Okay.
Possibly. If not, then Thursday. Or not Thursday, Wednesday night.
Okay.
Oh, freak. Someone says, could you place, Xbox? I'll have 500 subscribers. Oh, wow.
500 subs,
Thank you.
90% of which don't watch anymore.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah, that's
19 jillion views.
100 and...
Is that like the SpongeBob meme as your profile pic?
It looks like it. It says 199,999,999 views. It says, could you play C-Box? Could you play Xbox? You now have 500 subs. I think we're just going to be playing Minecraft for the time being, because I want to get somewhere in this game.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Million mods haven't get, like, only, like, we've been playing this for years. Only managed to reach, you know, a decent amount of way in.
Yeah, I think the farthest we ever got was that the first, Minecraft on Xbox. You don't own an Xbox, do you, Gargarok?
No. Why would I need Minecraft on Xbox and I have this one?
Guess it's because the server support? I mean, I think the biggest reason people own Minecraft on Xbox is because it's, like, I guess, easier for them to connect with friends. About mobile.
Nope. The only version of Minecraft I have is the PC. The original.
Yeah. And the version we've been playing is modded.
Which is also a version of the Java version.
Yeah, I gotta get off. So.
Okay.
See you next time.
In that case, it's been an interesting stream to say the least.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll progress more. And so, in that case, I hope that you all enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time. See ya.
Yep. See ya.